look a beast, wanna see some more?
Yeah, I'm one in a million. All right now. Since birth, I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding.
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Here we go. Good. Go.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Broncos are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
70 Lions! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. To throw. Here's Nix.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's got daylight. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across. To the 46.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second and 7. To throw is Nix.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. No gain on the play.
They're going. It's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one and leads to a first down. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. One play action. Fields. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Corner blitz got home there. Pat Surtain, the one that dropped it. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
At the Steelers' 42-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go, set.
On play action, here's Nix.
Flushed out right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Catch made right side by Wilson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, five if you want.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Here we go. EQ. Right.
Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that.
Here we go.
Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got his man. It's Dulcich. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. He's got this to Pickens. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Left side.
Back to throw, Fields. And a completion to Wilson. And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fields. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. George Pickens in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
Trap 60, Panther 11, Panther 7 Pirates, Ready,
A final shot before break. Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Throwing Nix. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon. 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Set up. Ready.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Finding Williams on the check down. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead. Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go, son. All right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws. I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting. Nix to the air.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
This is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Steelers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Ken. All right.
They'll run again with Harris. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Fields now to throw.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now it's Fields.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields.
That is caught. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
Harris running straight ahead. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, Ken.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Here we go.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
West right, flip. Go.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off play action. Fields rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
You got a mini base, right?
Back to throw. Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Nix. Screenplay set up for Williams.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Now it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Throw left side complete to Troutman.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Warrior 70.
Back to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
They'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Flush to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, son. Easy. Right.
Here's Fields. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go, son. Good night.
All eyes on Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. In these elements, makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Back to throw, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Mustang 19. Ready?
They'll go play action with Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And that is incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So third down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
Back to the air with Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. Down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Denver, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.